Okay, so this is Monk. I coach Cryptic at AGL 8 at Knoxville. And I was just watching Donnie's Thoughts, the AGL 8 recap, and I I had to record this video. I had to do it. He was talking about the my room if my roommates will shut up. Um, he was talking about the Cryptic versus Classic matchup and the technical DQ that we got in that matchup. And when he was talking about it, I got all riled up again and said, like, I just can't help it. Whenever I think back on it, it makes me feel something. It makes me angry still. And I'm not so much angry at the members of Classic or at Howie. I know that I said some things at the event that I ended up regretting because it was the heat of the moment, and I want to express that I still have no hard feelings against those guys. But as for the way the situation was handled, that's what I want to talk about. First, I'll let you know exactly what happened. Gandhi didn't quite get it right when he talked about it on Gandhi's Thoughts. What happened was, okay, we won game one, they won game two. There was a break. Our guy went off to host the third game because they had chosen to host the first two games. When he did that, his button settings somehow got set to fish stick. And we have no idea why that would have happened, because if they were like reset to the default settings, it should have been default. But in any case, we didn't know that until later after the game, after we'd already ended the game. So what happened was Suspectors had fish stick settings. Off the start of the game, he says, "Guys, I can't sprint. My sprint button's not working." And at that point, we thought it was a controller malfunction. We thought one of the buttons on his controller wasn't working. When he said that, Tragic, aka Josh, looked over at Aiden's controller. Aiden is Suspector. So he looks over at Aiden, at Suspector's controller, and Josh is the one that's jumping up to the left on Haven Extraction. We spawn blue side. He's jumping up, trying to get on the wing for the start. And he falls off. And that may have been the crucial factor in the way that the decision went. I don't know. They might have thought that we were just trying to get a mulligan for that mistake, but that wasn't the case at all. So we all advise. Aiden's like, "What should I do, guys? What should I do?" Aiden has host, and I don't even know who said it, but I think we all, at least two people said, like, end the game, just end it. So we did that, and that was apparently a mistake. We didn't know that. This is my first event coaching, and I did not know that I just didn't have the referee in mind, really, because my experience with Halo has been extensively with like online scrims. You have two teams that are working things out between each other, and there's no higher authority to appeal to. And that's what was going on in my head, is that there was, the interaction was really between these two teams. And that's not how it works at an event. And that's a lesson that we learned. And I think it's a tough lesson, because what our feelings are is that we all came out to this event, spent our time, our money. Me and Suspectors drove out from Colorado, 20 hours, to come to this event. And then, we make a good run. We beat Reality Check 3-0, if I recall right. We take out Spartan the Dogs team, upcoming, which is kind of the other mid-level team, I would say, that we really needed to beat to prove ourselves. And then on Sunday, we have our chance against Classic. And if we beat Classic, then it's absolutely huge for us. If we had beat Classic, which we proved that we could in Game 1, then that would have broken our players out. Absolutely, no question about it. Nobody would ask any questions, and their team options open up. The whole Halo world opens up for them, and they get a lot of attention for beating Classic. And because of this technicality, this 5-minute mistake that rests on a 10-second malfunction and a decision made in a split second, not one decision averaging out over 15, not a set of decisions, like not one game, 15 minutes, but but one decision. Our whole weekend and this opportunity that we created for ourselves through hard work, through practice, and through a lot of effort at this event and prior to it, through one technicality due to inexperience, that is gone. That opportunity is gone, and we can't get it back. And that's what created the feelings of anger, of resentment, of bitterness inside of me, and I'm sure inside of my teammates as well. And I'm disappointed that Brad did not step in, that nobody on the other side saw fit to give us the benefit of the doubt in that situation. I understand wanting to win. I wish that you wanted to win legitimately and prove that you advanced to the tournament because you are the better team. Because I don't believe that game 2, that game 3 proved that at all. That just proves you've been at it a little bit longer. And it was also frustrating to us that Billy, the referee, when he came over to deal with it, he leaned in to our side for a little bit, but from the center of the table, and talked to us for about 30 seconds maybe. And then maybe longer. But then he went over to their side and sat down with them for like 5-10 minutes. And as somebody that's supposed to be a neutral party, I have to question if that's really neutral behavior. And that is pretty much all I have to say about that event. And overall, the trip was fun. I had fun. It was a great event to watch and stuff like that. And that's more or less all I want to say. So thanks for watching. And I hope that situations like that can be handled better somehow in the future by both parties. Thanks.